All right, boys and girls, so we are going to work on drawing our tower. So this is going to be the first part of the video where we do everything step by step. I mean, the first part of the drawing. And then after we get through this part, you're going to be able to add your own ideas. So remember, you watch me draw until you hear, and then when you hear that bell, that means it's your turn to draw. Okay, so we're going to start off really super simple, and we're thinking about the Paul Klee drawing that we just talked about in class a few minutes ago. And we're going to start all the way down here towards the bottom, and we're just going to draw a baseline. And this baseline is going to be the ground that we're going to build our tower up. So draw that baseline. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. That was really easy. So we're going to do the next step right away. Okay, so the next step is going to be that we are drawing the side walls of the tower. So we're just going to use zigzagging lines for this. Pretty easy. So we're going to go. I'm pretending I'm using a machine to build my tower. Even though back during the Tower of Babel times, everything was done by hand, or maybe wooden machines and things like that. Here's the roof of my tower, and then I'm just gonna go over to the other side, and I'm just gonna go. Now, the sides of your tower don't have to be exactly the same. You can have part of it long, part of it short. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. So draw the sides of your tower. You guys are doing a really good job. Make sure you're being an active learner and you're paying attention, you're watching the entire step, and you're waiting for the bell until it's your turn. Speaking of the next step, here we go. We're gonna build the levels of the tower. So the way we're gonna do this is we're just gonna draw lines across, and each line is gonna represent another level. And you don't necessarily have to line the corners up exactly, like I didn't have to go from this corner to this corner, but you can if you want to, and you can even build in mini levels here. If you have a small area, you want a little small area like this, go for it. And you can even build, if you have room, little tiny levels on the top. It's up to you and your imagination. You do not have to copy what I'm doing exactly. This is step by step to show you how to use line and shape to make the tower. All right, draw your levels. All right, boys and girls, that was pretty easy too. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding some details. So I'm gonna teach you a few lines and shapes that you can use to really start making your tower pop. So the first thing is called an arch. You guys know the letter U, right? Yeah. Well, an arch is basically an upside down U. So we're just gonna go, we can do big U's. Maybe this is like the entry gate to the tower. And we can do little U's. We can even make a line like this. Maybe there's a line halfway up the level, and then there's little U's. Those could be windows or little doorways. Who knows? Just try to be creative with your tower. Try to be creative. Think of what you can do to make yours special. That's part of being an artist, is learning how to do something different from everyone else. And you can spread these arches out here and there, throughout. Don't fill up the entire body of your drawing with arches. You want some empty space to put some other ideas, but you want to have some. You can always go back and add more later too. You don't have to do all of it now. You can have little teensy arches. Look at this. I'm going to zoom in. Teensy arches. Don't forget to zoom back out, Mr. Hitchcock. These could be little tiny windows. Maybe this is up here where the princess lives or something in our tower. Who knows? So add some arches, add some windows to your tower. All right, now easy peasy lemon squeezy, moving on to the next step, we're going to add some domes. Now this is really easy because this is basically the same thing as an arch. So if you have the edges of a tower like this, the corners, if you put a little arch right there, that makes like a domed roof, and you can even put like a little window in there. So maybe there's lots of domes. There's domes on the corners. You can even make towers on the sides. Towers on the sides here and give it domed roofs. And this really makes your tower look like it's an old-fashioned, really cool castle or something like that. You can even build towers on top of towers like this. So, and then maybe there's a window underneath the dome. The windows don't always have to be. So add some domes here and there. So now we got a tower that's looking pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. It's starting to look pretty cool, like an old-fashioned tower. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to cover in this video here is stairs. And in the next video, we'll come back with some more creative ideas, and maybe I'll even have some ideas from some of the classes that I can share with you. But we're going to do stairs. We're going to do two kinds of stairs. So the first kind of stair, let's say I'm down here and I want to get up here. So we're just going to use zigzagging lines, kind of like the lines we use to build the sides of the tower. But there's another kind of stairs that you can make. You can make a spiral stair. So that's a curving line instead of a zigzagging line. So add some stairs here and there. Try out some different kinds of stairs. Some spiral stairs. Use your imagination. All right, so draw some stairs, and then that's going to be it for today. And then we are going to pick up where we left off next time. Okay, bye-bye.